All right, simplifying surds. Some basic rules that we need to remember. If we take the square root of a negative number, the calculator is going to get mad at you because it is undefined. Taking the square root of 0 is 0. And if we have square root of a number, we just want the positive, unless there's a plus minus out the front. So we're going to assume that we're taking the positive square root of x. If we take the square root of a number and then square it, that is the same as just starting with the number that we had in the first place. And same thing here. Okay, so examples. Simplify. The square root of 7 squared is just 7. 3 root 5 all squared, well that is like 3 squared times root 5 squared. 3 squared is 9 times 5 is 45. In here, I can do that a little bit quicker too, to save on space. So minus 2 squared is 4, because minus 2 times minus 2 is positive 4. And root 3 squared is just 3, so 4 times 3 is 12. Now simplifying, what we need to remember with these is we're trying to break up each of the numbers to be a multiple of our squares. Okay, so if you can remember some of your squares, sometimes it helps when you're just starting with these to have a table. So what are your squares? Well, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared 16, and so forth. Obviously there's more, but I'll just stop there because I'm running out of room. So for the square root of 50, do any of these squares go into 50? Or what's the biggest square that goes into 50? 25 goes into 50, so I can write 50 as square root 25 times the square root of 2. What is the square root of 25? Well, it's 5. So simplifying the square root of 50, I can write that as 5 root 2. 432, that does not look nice, so I might have to use my calculator to guess some of them. Let's see, 432, let's guess 81, nope. I'm going to guess 36. Yeah, okay, so 36 goes in. 12 also goes in. That's interesting. Oh, I made a mistake. Can anyone see what it is? Is 8 squared 81? No, 8 squared is 64. Now, why did I think that might be wrong? Because 36 is a square, but 12 has a factor of 4, which is also a square. So immediately I'm thinking there must be a bigger square than 36 that goes into that. And I think it's that one. I'm just going to double check. So 432 divided by 64. Nope, that's not it either. Let's just go with 36 to start with. So 432 divided by 36 is 12. So if I make that square root 36 times square root 12, and I'll just keep simplifying these anyway. So square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 12, well 12 can be split into 4 times 3. And the square root of 4 is 2. So 6 times 2 root 3, which is 12 root 3. Which means that this square, if I had started straight away, would have been 144, because 12 squared is that. So if I had done this straight away, I could have written that as 144 times 3. And you can check 144 times 3, 432. So I could have, if I had recognised that 144 went into that, I could have started with that straight away. It's really similar to doing fractions and simplifying fractions in that If you can't see what it simplifies to straight away, keep going until you can get it simplified. We're basically trying to simplify it down to this having some sort of surd that we can't go and simplify anymore. So for root 12, as I said before, with 12 is 4 times 3. So we can write that as 4 times root 4 times root 3. So 4 times 2 times root 3, which is 8 root 3. 288, I know 144 definitely goes into that this time. 144 times 2 over 3. 144 square root is 12 times root 2 over 3, but 12 and 3 simplifies to 4. So the answer there would be 4 root 2. Okay, and then that's it for that one.